Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Welcome to level 14, the first level in the Rules of Tajweed book. Well done and congratulations on completing the Qaida. And inshallah, I will help you understand what you need to do to master and complete this level and help you with practicing it, inshallah. So, as you can see, there are red hearts next to these three paragraphs. That means you must learn the contents of these three paragraphs as they are, word for word. So let me try to explain what these three paragraphs are saying and read them for you. Ta'awudh means, so this is read ta'awudh. Ta'awudh means to say A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. So when we say ta'awudh, that means to say A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. By saying this, I seek Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's protection from shaitan, the rejected. What that means is, when we say this phrase, what we are doing is, by saying it, we are asking Allah to protect us from shaitan. The second paragraph, Basmalah means to say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. By saying this, I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's help and blessings. So, saying Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim is called Basmalah, and the purpose and the reason for saying Basmalah is to ask Allah's help, to ask His blessings, to ask for His assistance. Finally, the rule is that I should say both of these before reciting the Quran. If there is an interruption in my recitation, I should repeat ta'awudh. Now what that means is, if you are to sit to recite Quran, for example, you have gone to class and you have opened your Quran and you are about to read, or for that matter, you have opened your Tajweed book. So right at the beginning, you should say both ta'awudh and Basmalah. Then you should begin your reading. Now in the middle of your reading, whilst you are there in class, if you are disturbed or interrupted by anything for any reason, for example, let's imagine the teacher stops the class to do the register or to talk about something, to explain something. Now when you go back to reading your Quran, you will now just read A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, and you will carry on reading from where you left off. Okay, now after that, the next task you have is to read A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim or Ta'awudh and Basmalah, to read them clearly, correctly and fluently, and to memorize and learn the translation. When you go for a test after completing this level, you will be asked all of those paragraphs that have red hearts before them, and you will be asked to read Ta'awudh and Basmalah and translate them. Okay, so let's practice Ta'awudh and Basmalah. Repeat after me. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Right, so what you want to watch out for, make sure you say dhu. The dhal should be clear, not a zu. The ain should be nice and strong and clear, not sound like a hamza. Billahi is empty mouth. Minash shaytan, ta is full mouth, but it shouldn't be made full mouth by rounding your lips and making a W sound. So you shouldn't say twa or to. It should be ta. Nirrajim, ra is full mouth, and jeem, the ya should be from the mouth and not from the nose. Not jeem, rather jeem. Okay, let's practice that again a couple of times. As these are long examples, I won't wait a long time. You can pause after I read it to practice. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Okay, let's move on to Basmalah. And before we do that, actually, let me just read the translation for you. I seek Allah's protection from Shaitan the rejected. Okay, moving on to Basmalah. Let's read this. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. What is there to look out for? Bismillah is empty. Hir Rahmanir Rahim. This Ra and this Ra are both full mouth, so make them as full as you can. Rahim, the Ya is from the mouth, He, not from the nose. Him. The kasras should be nice and sharp. And in both Ta'awudh and Basmalah, be careful not to do ghunna or extended ghunna at the end of the sentence. So don't say Rahim, rather just Rahim. So you just stop on a single meme. Finally, the Ra's, both in Ta'awudh and Basmalah, make sure you pronounce them as Arabic Ra, not as English R's. So it shouldn't be Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, as that is not an Arabic Ra, it is an English R. So Ra. Okay, let's practice that again. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. And finally, let's read the translation. With Allah's name, the most merciful, the most kind.